Tell us more a little bit about how great a magazine Warrior was at the time. It was quite something.
I think it was the cream of British talent. It was people who'd been working on Marvel UK, who'd been working at 2000 AD, who'd been making the first inroads into American market, but they were, you know, the very best of what we had to offer as a nation in terms of our writing and comic book talent of the time, producing stories that were unlike things you were finding anywhere else. It was definitely a case of sort of pushing the boundaries, growing up a little bit in terms of the ideas of the type of stories that could be told and the approaches taken to the art. It was just something very special. And certainly for me at the time, I mean, waiting for every new monthly issue, I just had to have it. I just needed to read this comic. I adored every. Of course, I mean, I was absolutely gutted when it ended with issue 26. Especially as I'd just taken out a subscription the month before. So Deskin, wherever you are, I still want my £17. Okay?
Pass the message on. So Garry, tell me, I mean, you were there at the beginning. Tell us about Warrior magazine at its height. What was it like?
Well, I mean, to set the scene a bit, at the time in England, there wasn't many publishers at all. Essentially, you had IPC that were doing 2000 AD, Battle Action, you know, the lads comics, but they were still aimed at, you know, sort of 10 to 15-year-olds. You had DC Thompson doing the Beano and the Dandy and their whole school. Marvel UK, that was just essentially a reprint company with a few new titles. And I think there was Polystyle that did TV tie-in things, so that any popular TV show, Doctor Who, whatever, they had your comics. But that was it. That there really wasn't much choice. And you know, when we come onto the scene, we were given free rein to create anything we wanted and actually have it more as an adult comic, you know, which is what everybody wanted, but the publishers from all the big publishing houses were only aiming at their stuff for kids. But it was great. It was, you know, really good and easy to work on. I mean, the only thing was, because it was a really tiny company, we didn't really have the distribution and the page rates were fairly low, so you know, if you're trying to make a crust and work on Warrior, you had to take on other work as well. So there was always that, and you know, inevitably over a couple of years, the sales slid, and like I said at the end, I think we just, one day it's like, that's it, we can't afford to do the next issue. I mean, it really was like about 2 days' notice.
I can't remember how many issues, was it 30 something?
Yeah, I think it was 25, 26.
25, 26? I absolutely urge you, if you've never read Warrior before, there are copies out there in back issue boxes, still unbelievably good value for money. Do check out Warrior, an amazing magazine, and as these guys are saying, the cream of talent at the time. We should open up to the floor.